Hi guys, this is Hans Kogia from Installer and you are watching the first look of the newly launched Lenovo K8 Note handset in India. This is the global unveiling of the handset which has been launched after a while, skipping the K7 Note. K8 Note, as you could see, it looks pretty much like the Redmi Note 4 from the back. It has a dual rear camera setup and a fingerprint sensor right there, which makes it semblance with the Redmi Note 4. Talking about the build of the handset has a dedicated music key on the left edge, and there is volume rocker and the power button on the right edge. At the bottom it has a micro USB port that is used for data synchronization and charging. No, there is not a USB type C. This is the micro USB port. Along with that, there is a mono speaker and a secondary microphone. On the top there is a 3.5mm audio output jack, and on the back there is the dual rear camera setup. The dual rear camera setup at the back is a 13 megapixel plus 5 megapixel rear combo with fingerprint sensor just below the sensor setup. There is also a dual LED flash right on the side and the Lenovo branding at the bottom. As you could see, the antenna lines are running through top and bottom with a little finish on the lines itself. This is the Venom Black color variant, and there is another color variant called as the Rich Gold color variant, which will be available for the handset. Talking about the front is pretty much clean with a 13 megapixel front camera with front facing LED flash. That is the hype these days. And there is an LED notification right on the left edge. As you could see, it's blinking. So that's pretty much it about the build of the handset and the look of the handset. The fingerprint sensor is on the back of the handset and it's pretty quick, as you could see with the results right there on the video. The handset now has a VR split screen mode, which basically turns it into a VR compatible handset, having two displays for the VR compatible kit. You could use it with the Lenovo VR kit or Google Cardboard or OnePlus Cardboard, whatever you feel like. It can be enabled right using power button. Lenovo for the first time has ditched its custom UI for the stock Android like its Motorola handset, which is now owned by Lenovo itself. So it has the Android 7.1.1 Nougat running on the 5th July latest patch. This is the latest update that is available on a newly launched handset, and we hope Lenovo keeps up to its updates and give their users satisfactory results. I also hope that Lenovo does update this handset to Android O, because Motorola, being known for the faster updates, should get followed by this Lenovo handsets as well. This handset that we have is the 4GB 64GB variant. That is a 4GB RAM and 64GB internal storage. It has a 4000 mAh battery which supports 15 watt charging, which roughly fills about the handset in 2 hours from 0 to 100. As we talked about earlier, there is a dedicated music key on the left edge which can be used to map any application on the handset, or obviously to play and pause music, start flashlight, start camera, or take a screenshot as per our customizations. Right now I have mapped it to the Maps application by Google, and as we will see, it long pressing the music dedicated key will open up the Maps application. We'll also map it to the flashlight utility, and long pressing the music dedicated music button will open up the flashlight. So there is a split screen mode that can be enabled in Recents menu, and we could switch any app in the Recents menu from using the whole complete screen to split screen UI. So the applications work in their separate workspaces. We could disable it by just pulling down the divider of the first application up to the bottom, and that's it. Apart from this, it has a Dolby Atmos amplifier that works only for dedicated input that will be enabled by plugging in and headphones. Talking about the camera, the rear camera setup, as we know, is the 13 megapixel plus 5 megapixel camera So it has a depth mode that makes use of that dual camera setup. We have 3 aperture modes, f by 2.8, f by 1.8 and f by 1.2 for capturing different modes in the depth mode functionality. The camera UI is pretty common and we can have different modes, different settings that can be accessed directly on the camera UI. As you could see on the left edge of the camera UI, this is a timer, then there's the flash, and then there's the HDR mode. There are 3 different shooting modes also, that one of which is professional mode, another is panorama, and the video mode. Professional mode has all the settings that one could wish for changing the lighting conditions as per the requirements. Swiping to the left, we'll have the settings menu that is accessed on the camera UI itself. On the right we have the gallery. Talking about the gaming performance of the handset, we tried playing Mortal Kombat on this handset and it works perfectly fine. We did experience a little bit of heating with testing this gaming on prolonged usage. We'd also played Asphalt, whereas the Nova 3 also stood up pretty well. There was no frame drops as such or lags or anything, but the handset just heated up a little. Quickly running through the specifications of the Lenovo K8 Note, it has a 5.5-inch Full HD display on the front, protected by a curved 2.5D Gorilla Glass protection, which is scratch resistant of course. Then there is a 30 megapixel and a 5 megapixel dual rear camera and a 30 megapixel front facing camera with LED flash. It has first of its kind MediaTek X23 deca-core processor, and it's supported by Dolby Atmos audio. There's a large 4000 mAh battery supporting 15 watt rapid charge. Handset has a durable water repellent design which is protected by a nano coating technology. With 4 gigs of RAM and 64 GB internal storage, it has plenty of specs beneath it to support most of our needs. Price in 14 to 15k bracket, it is a very competitive market these days with everyone trying to capture it or other ones going for below 10k. For the price, I will say it's very good, it's quite competitive, and we shall see more about the device as soon we review it for a detailed review. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos.